Oh, hey guys, here we go. Okay, here I am back with another video. And today, I was supposed to make this, I guess, like a month ago when in-game was coming out. It was supposed to come out like 2 weeks after in-game came out. I sit back on it because some people still haven't watched in-game, but it's gonna be an in-game theory. There's gonna be no gameplay right here in this video. This is made the 4th. The 4th at 7:45. Right now, 7:45. So still haven't uploaded, but I'm gonna upload right after this. I'm gonna post this on the day I make it. And so right now I'm gonna be talking about the in-game theory, which my perspective is what I think. Okay, let me just go to the lobby real quick. So if you haven't watched in-game Avengers in-game, you can skip off this video unless you just you don't care about it. You just want to hear what you think is gonna happen, or what just get off. If you haven't watched any Avengers movie or any of that stuff, just it's just almost every Avenger, not every Avenger, but every Marvel movie. If you haven't watched it, or you just want to watch this, it's gonna be spoiled. So it's just a spoiler alert. Okay, but okay, I'll give you guys 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you haven't exited off, you don't care, or you already watched it. So right now, what we're doing is what I'm talking about is the Marvel theory and what we're gonna lead off after in-game. Because if you know in in-game, and Infinity War. Let's talk about Infinity War real quick. Okay, right? Things happen. Hulk's brother dies, and all of Asgard dies. Not Hulk, but Thor's brother dies. As all of Asgard dies, and so Thor is left depressed and all that stuff. Right? And then he was supposed to avenge his brother, but he didn't go for the head. He went for the, I guess you can say, neck. And so he didn't kill him. Did he go for the neck? I don't really remember. I just know he went for somewhere, and I think it was the shoulder. He went for the shoulder, I think it was. No, he went for the chest. It was the chest. I'm stupid. He stabbed Thanos in the chest with the Stormbreaker because he failed his people, and Thanos snapped. He failed his people, and he got depressed and all that stuff. So that's why we see him big and fat and in-game. Infinity War as well, we saw Nebula and Tony there on the island because everyone else disappeared to the dust. To the snap. They went to dust because of the snap. And so, in-game, you see them floating around in space with them too. They were about to die. Previously, before that movie, we got introduced to Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel comes and saves them. They go back. They find Thanos. They go to him. They had him down. See, right? Infinity War, we saw him with the glove broken, right? It was all burnt and all that, right? But nothing was wrong with him. It was just the glove was burnt. Well, in-game, we see him, half of him is burnt because of the snap, even though only the glove was burnt in the Infinity War. So I guess it just slowly burnt over time or something. But he used Infinity Stones to destroy the other Infinity Stones. So using the Infinity Stones to mainly kill itself. The Infinity Stones are mainly killing themselves is what's happening there, okay? Like, he used Infinity Stones to destroy it, okay? And so, because of that, we have no more Infinity Stones, so they kill Thanos, right? Thor actually kills Thanos. He goes for the head. He cuts off Thanos' head, right? 5 years pass. Things, everyone's depressed and all that. Things happen. Tony Stark is already married. Tony Stark is already married to Pepper Potts in in-game. Not in-game, but Infinity War they were married. And they have a kid named Morgan. Okay. Because there's a kid named Morgan, Tony Stark has to kill for someone, right? Ant-Man, who was stuck in the quantum realm, got unleashed by the mouse, which everyone says that's a true hero in game. That's what everyone says. It's funny that everyone says the mouse is the true hero of in-game. Kind of makes sense, right? So, because that happens, because he gets released, I don't really remember his name. I think it was Scott or something. Because Ant-Man is not really my, personality. I want to watch Ant-Man. I haven't watched Ant-Man or Ant-Man and the Wasp. I could have watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I want to watch Ant-Man first, right? So, I think it's Scott Lang or something like that. And so, he goes to the Avengers house thing, and you call it? He goes to the house and so he sits down and talks with what's the face. And before that, I forgot to explain. Before that, Black Widow was on the phone, I guess, or you say, with everyone else across the galaxy, like Nebula and what's his face, Rocket, are by themselves. She's just talking to everyone what's happening in the universe, you know, because mainly the only heroes left in the universe. So Black Widow was just talking to them. Captain America comes in. All that Scott Lang stuff happens, and so Scott Lang says that they can use the quantum realm to try time travel because it's been 5 years since the snap, right? And Scott Lang says he's only been in there for I think 5 hours. So you know we think they can use quantum realm physics to go back in time, and you know do it. So they wanted Iron Man to come with them, but Iron Man decided no, and so Iron Man knew that they couldn't go with them themselves. So he didn't really try to. He was just making something to see if it was possible, and so it actually worked. It was possible. They made it, and then so Iron Man made a little bracelet for them so they can calculate where to go in time. So they all go in. For each Infinity Stone. I think it was Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and someone else. I can't remember. Scott went to the verse. No, I can't remember. I think it was the 2014 one. Black Widow, Hawkeye. What's his face? Nebula. I'm not talking about Nebula, but I can't remember the guys. War Machine, I guess. Rhodes, Agent Rhodes, or whatever, went to 2015, and then that was 2016. In 2015, it was. I'm dumb. I cannot remember. Oh, it was Thor and. No, 2015 was all the 4 people, Iron Man and all of them, and then 2014 was actually Thor and Rocket, who went to Asgard. So Thor got his Mjolnir back, from the old movies because it got broken in Ragnarok because of his sister Hela. So they went back in time. They got Mjolnir, and the reason they went there was to get out of what's her face, Thor's old girlfriend that had the. I can't remember. She had one of the stones inside of her. It was like a liquid they had inside of her. So they got that stone. Hulk went for the time stone from the ancient one, who was in I can't remember, man. I'm having my mind is not working right now. Was in the Doctor Strange movie, the ancient one who dies in the Doctor Strange movie. So I'm telling you guys, this is mainly spoilers for almost all the movies, right? You have to get all the movies, you know, all that stuff. So, Hulk goes for that one. Iron Man and Scott and Captain America. Oh, Iron Man and Scott go for the scepter. I think, and Captain America goes for the cube thingy, whatever it's called. Captain America goes for the cube, which I think was a power stone. Yeah, it was a power stone. Okay, and then all that, and then Hawkeye and Black Widow went there. They had a fight. Black Widow, they were trying to fight who was going to kill themselves, which is messed up, you know. Hey, I want to kill myself. No, I want to kill myself. It's just messed up who's going to try to kill themselves first. Kind of messed up, you know. But Black Widow wins the fight, and she kills herself. And Nebula and War Machine got the stone by burning off a little bit of Nebula's hand. And because of that, because Nebula was in the time zone that Thanos, Nebula, and I'm having so much trouble with remembering people's names because there's so much DC people out. I mean, not DC, but see, my head is all mixed up. I said DC, Marvel. There's so many Marvel characters out there. Like Green Girl, that's what I'm gonna call it. Star-Lord's, I guess, crush. Okay, don't get mad at me, okay? I don't remember everyone's name. There's just so much characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, okay? And so, because of that, Nebula got stuck in her time period. They stole her, Nebula stole that little orange thing on her head. Put it. This is Endgame now. We're going into Endgame. Okay, right? Everything else just talking about time, physics, and all that, quantum realm physics, and all that stuff. This is Endgame. She takes out the little orange piece, puts it on her. She goes back in time instead. Gamora. Okay, that's Gamora. Okay, the green person is Gamora. Okay, right? And so, Gamora and Nebula talk how they become sisters and all that stuff, and Gamora changes her mind. The 2016 Nebula, which is the fake Nebula, goes back in time instead of the regular Nebula of that time period. The 2016 one goes back, and then she tricks them, and Thanos teleports there with his big old ship. They were able to get Iron Man gauntlet, I guess you can call it, and Hulk puts it on. It starts putting half of him, and when he snaps, it snaps everyone that was snapped into Infinity War that was gone, got snapped back into reality. Okay, because everyone that was snapped into reality came back. Right after that, Thanos shot his bombs at the new Avengers facility. I guess you can tell, yeah, the new Avengers facility. That thing went boom, and so then Hawkeye was left with the glove with all the Infinity Stones inside of it. Everyone was split up. Things were happening. Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor were together, and they were going to fight Thanos with his double-sided sword blade, or whatever you want to call it. They fight off, right before Thor was about to die from his own Stormbreaker. Captain America throws Mjolnir and hits Thanos in the head, as everyone knows that Captain America is worthy of it. Blah, blah, blah. Mjolnir is worthy of, Captain America is worthy of holding Mjolnir. Big O, honestly, I should say, you should honestly just see the Captain America and Thanos fight scene of the in-game battle. It's really good. I love it. It's one of the best parts in the movie. Just seeing Captain America hold Mjolnir and the shield at the same time and just beating up Thanos. It's really good. And so after that happens, Captain America is on the floor, and so because of that, when he gets up, because he was so hurt, he still was able to get up though, because he knows what he's fighting for. And so after that, big huge I don't know how to say it, just magic circles, I'm gonna call them, those little teleport things that Doctor Strange uses, and he brought everyone back until he brought everyone back to life. Not everyone back to life, but everyone to where they were at, the new Avengers facility. He brought everyone to there. Everyone was fighting, things happened, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip a lot of it. And so at the end, Iron Man jumped on Thanos, and Thanos backhanded him. And then he looked over at Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange held up the one, which means the only way. Okay, and so then Iron Man went up to him, grabbed the gauntlet, and it looked like he was trying to pull it off, but then Thanos got it and punched him, and he went flying to the ground. And then at the beginning of the movie, he said, "I'm inevitable." He says that again, and he snaps. Nothing happens. He snaps again. Looks at his gauntlet. Iron Man says, "I am Iron Man." Same as scene. Snaps, and then all of Thanos' army goes away. Okay, that's the end of the movie. Iron Man dies. Then we see him floating off, and then we see a dude from Iron Man 3, that little kid that was in Iron Man 3. We see him. That's actually him. We see him in the at Iron Man's home, Iron Man's funeral. Okay. There's lots of other things that happen. I just gave a quick, not really fast, but kind of fast rundown. Not the fastest, but just a quick rundown of what happened in the movie. So Black Widow dies. A lot of people die. Because if you die without the snap, you die forever. Okay, right? So Gamora is back to life. I think Loki is still dead. Actually, no, Loki. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, right? And so people back to life. Iron Man's dead, and so at the end, instead of getting end credit scene, which you see at the end of every single Marvel movie except Endgame, you see something that it's kind of teasing what's gonna happen next, right? And so at the end, instead of a credit scene, we get a noise. Is Iron Man's hammering. People just suggest that it's that one kid from Iron Man 3 is gonna become Iron Man because that happens in one of the comics. Some people think they're just recognizing Iron Man because he's the one who blasted off the series and all that. I didn't mean to push right, but what I think personally is just like a thing to dedicate. I mean, like what I just said, to dedicate people of Iron Man's work and all that stuff for the many years of Marvel. He's the one who's kicked it off and all that stuff. Okay, so what we're leading off to now is, and Spider-Man Far From Home is coming soon. I'm pretty sure, and it's like, you know, what's gonna happen, because even the directors of Far From Home said it was it's right after Infinity War, right? And so we know it takes place 5 years after Endgame. I mean, Infinity War is 5 years later, and that's when Endgame is kind of in the very beginning, is 5 years later. And so I mean, Peter Parker was destined in the snap, and so we know that it can't happen, right? That's where we get it, right? We got the time travel thing, right? So we saw, hopefully you saw the, I don't think it has to do anything with it, but the Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, right? We have Spider-Verse, which is a multiverse mainly, is what they're saying, is multiple universes, right? And so what we have here is multiple universes here, okay, right? We have this is what I call them, okay, wait, we have the original timeline, which is aka the Endgame verse, the Endgame universe, is when we got off Iron Man, all that stuff dies. Then, two of them that I thought of were, Captain America's verse, where Captain America stays back in time with, Agent, I think it's supposed to C, I can't remember, and so they stayed in together. So we had so like, what would have happened if, it's mainly saying what would have happened if Captain America didn't get blocked in the ice. If he didn't get locked up in the ice, it would have said like, what would happen. That multiverse would have said what happened if there was no Captain America, because Captain America was old in Endgame, right? So we would have got an old Captain America in the first Avengers, because without him. Without Captain America in the first Avengers, I'm pretty sure they probably most likely would have lost, right? And because of that, you know, we got I guess you can kind of say we got a horrible universe there, right? We got a horrible multiverse there, because we lost against Thanos in the first fight of New York. They would have lost, so that's where we got the, I guess, failed multiverse, I guess you can say. Then we have the other multiverse that I thought of as the non-Thanos multiverse, because aka when Thanos went back in time, he was from 2016, and so when he left his timeline to go to another timeline. So we had he went to his present day to a futuristic day, right? And people thought, okay, he just went to the future. But because he missed out on all those things, we have a non-Infinity War timeline. I either call it non-Infinity War or non-Thanos timeline. Because without Thanos there in 2016, there wouldn't have been Infinity War, right? And so Spider-Man was taking a trip to Mama's. I don't really know what they called it. I can't remember. It's, you know, it's just one of these important things. Spider-Man takes a trip. He goes, and that's where Far From Home, I'm pretty sure, is, in that one place. And because Thanos doesn't exist, there was no battle of New York in Infinity War. I mean, but there was no battle in New York from the those alien dudes mainly. So he wouldn't have left the bus. Spider-Man wouldn't have left the bus in Endgame. I mean, Infinity War. He wouldn't have left the bus in Infinity War. So that means after Infinity War, after all that happened, he would have been in it's been like, I want to say it's 1 or 2 days. Infinity War, the war was long. How long it was? It was like 1 or 2 days, the war. Right? And so, because all that stuff happened, you know, we have the Spider-Man now. It's either, we cannot call it the Spider-Verse, I guess. Mainly the timeline is, and then, okay, I'll get back to that in a second. But then we got another timeline, which I didn't think of, which someone else thought of, was the Loki timeline. Because Infinity War, when they went to get Tesseract, that's the cube. The cube is called the Tesseract. When they went to go get the Tesseract, they failed at it. The suitcase dropped, and so Loki got it, and he teleported away with the Power Stone. And so we got the Loki timeline, right? And so things would have happened differently in that timeline. I think we probably would have failed in that timeline as well as the Captain America timeline. It would have failed. The Avengers would have lost, I'm pretty sure, most likely. And so because of that, he got away. So we got the Loki timeline, right? And so just forget about the other 3 timelines except the non-Infinity War timeline. That's the timeline we're talking about right now, guys. It's the timeline that we're in and at right now, the non-Infinity War timeline. Because there's no Thanos, we would have got in the Far From Home timeline, right? With the Mysterio and all those things. I think they're called the Ancients. Not the Ancients, but something else. And so, because of that, now we got the Spider-Man timeline, which the whole Marvel series is going to kick off from that timeline, okay? So, forget about the Captain America, the Loki, and the timeline that we got right now. Forget about all that stuff. They might have like a movie or two, like in the Iron Man timeline, about that one kid becoming Iron Man from Iron Man 3. That one kid might become Iron Man, you know. But mainly, what we're focusing now on the Marvel Universe is a non-Thanos timeline, because that's where Far From Home is leading off, and many other movies like Black Panther 2 and all that, because that's just where it's going to lead off right now. That's what it's just leading off, to let you guys know. It's just, we got the non-Thanos timeline, right? We had the 4 timelines. Mark out the other 3. We got the non-Thanos timeline is the biggest, like, right? We had the main timeline, which is everything we got into Endgame. Endgame split into... In-game, instead of one timeline, it's split into 4 different ones. And those are the ones who got executed. Only one remained. That one timeline moved forward and is now becoming our new timeline. Now we got that. And so that timeline is over. We got the, like I said, so every single Marvel movie coming after Endgame is going to be put in the Marvel time, not the Marvel, but in the non-Thanos timeline. Okay. Sometimes you can just hate people, man. He's always so annoying, man. Always so annoying he is. Okay, well, so let's get back to it. So just to let you guys know, that's my theory personally. That is my personal theory. And to get you guys caught up a little bit on Fortnite, I'm just gonna do this real quick since it's 22 minutes long. Now I want to give it just like a 5-minute. Hopefully it's 5 minutes, because my last video was like a long, like 10-minute thing about what I think is gonna happen. So it's gonna be that long. So we got the, here, let me just show you. The challenges we all got in. We got week 1 right here. Velocity is, see, because the Velocity skin came, we got a loading screen for it in week 1, right? So they're mainly teasing her. Mainly, she already came out though. Week 2, we got these guys, and they kind of teased them. So you know, we got these guys now. See, week 3, let me find that. I think there's a dog one. Yeah, the week 3 is the dog one, which we got teased the dog skin. Okay, right? We got teased the doggy skin. Week 4, we got teased these skins, which I think this one is really cool. I think the skin is actually pretty great, the girl version, because it just looks cool with the mask. And it's just one of my favorite skins of all time. But you know, I don't have it because I didn't want to buy it. It was just a really cool skin, I thought, in my personal view, right? So because of that, as you can tell, my birthday is Thursday, and this is coming out in 2 days. So this week 5 is coming out on Thursday, which is aka June 6th, my birthday. So because it's coming out, hopefully, you know, I'm pretty sure, because of that, it's called a Gemini. If you guys don't know what that is, I think you can read something about it, but it's just between May 21st through May 21st through June 21st is called the Gemini season or something like that. I don't really care. Not really care, but I don't really, you know too much about that. You can go watch another video about it. And I just got freaking burnt by my Xbox. Freak me. And so, you're gonna get the Gemini skin. And so, just to let you guys know that, the Gemini skin is most likely gonna come out either, hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out this week, right? Because it was supposed to come out, I've been hoping it's gonna come out after the basketball event. But we might get the Godzilla event, so week 5 might be a Godzilla event or something like that. So it's either gonna come out week 5 or week 6. Is when I get this Gemini skin, which I'm gonna use a lot, like, instead of using the iconic skin, I'm probably going to be using that Gemini skin a lot. Because I honestly look at it. It's a really cool looking skin. Just search it up. Gemini Fortnite. Gemini. That's the Gemini skin. So also we got this trash looking skin. And to be honest, guys, that sword though. That knife though is pretty cool looking. The skin, trash. I mean, that skin is trash. My LB button is broken, so it's harder for me to do things. So I've been playing way worse on Fortnite. Now look at this. So I was looking up what level I had to be to get this thing, right? And it turns out you have to be like level 56. So like level 56 through 57, you had to be that. And we're already at 37. So it's about like either 20 or 19 more levels up, right? That's gonna be great, you know. That's gonna be pretty great because I really want, because this one is counting the, because if you look right here, it got 93, 853, 93. So right, we got 93,000. Of course, my rock skin over here, we got 90. So we're about 2,000 off. I think it's 2,000 or 3,000 off between those numbers. And so because of that, because I bought this battle pass a little bit later than I started playing Fortnite, so I like leveled up to like level 5 or 6, and then I bought the battle pass. So we're a little bit off from this, but by the time we're level 203 or 204, we should have this person right here and this over here. Over here, we should have like 204 when we get to here, right? And so it's 56 to 57. So I'll be able to get this fort bite. So I'm gonna tell you the fort bites I know I want to get. I'm gonna get this fort bite. I know that. Definitely gonna get that fort bite. Get that one as well. Also get that one. Definitely get that one. That one. That one. All these are just gonna. I'm gonna have to unlock all these. This is the closest one right now. It's 125. But out of everything else, I think that's it. 125. I think is this. So that's 125 in XP. I'm gonna get this one. And I'll just tell you a little bit of Fortnite storyline. This is old from the Cuba event. I don't know if this is gonna be the future or the past. We also have the eye, which is right now. The eye is happening right now. So this is kind of like the future. This was the past about, I guess, tilted. I think it's tilted out springing or tilted getting hit by the comets. At the cube, and we don't really know what anything else is happening because this is the main pictures that we've gotten so far. So you know. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribed. And thank you guys for listening to my theory, at least with my theory. Put your comments, your personal opinion in the comments below. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to never miss an upload. And I'm also gonna say something about the week. So I made a week thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like I explained what was gonna be happening that week. And I stopped doing those because you know, I just haven't got time on my hands that much to do all that stuff. So I'm gonna try to get back with those. You know, I think I did it every Wednesday, so I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get back on my schedule about doing those weekly things because honestly, I think that's really cool. Me doing that personally because I don't really see anyone else doing that. So I'm gonna get back on that. I'm gonna try to. So, you know, stay tuned for that. 2 more days to my birthday. June 6th is when my birthday will be coming, so that's 2 days from now, which aka what I just said earlier from the weekly challenges. So thank you guys for watching. You know, I already said everything I was going to say. Peace out.